And we're back with another NHS Wellness podcast. And our guest is Dr. Jack Myers. And we're going to talk today about continuous glucose monitoring. So tell us what that is.
CGM, continuous glucose monitor, is this handy little device that is just indispensable for me. I came across it in my my journey to fix all of my medical problems. I thought that was all related to obesity, when it turns out it was actually all related to insulin resistance. And we've done some videos about that and explain it, so I don't know how much of that I need to rehash, but just to sum it up, most of our medical problems, and certainly all of my medical problems, the root cause of that was insulin resistance, which is when your bad diet causes your insulin level to be chronically elevated, and it wreaks havoc on every cell, every organ, every tissue in your body. And we've outlined that in previous videos, but understanding what to eat is how to fix it. And for me, that's a high-fat, no-carb diet. Basically, I'm almost carnivore. I eat some vegetables. If I do, they're usually fermented vegetables, but otherwise I'm a high-fat, no-carb carnivore guy, and it's fixed everything in me. Like all of my problems are all gone. I've never felt healthier. Every day I wake up, I feel better. And one of the tools that's helped me with that is a continuous glucose monitor. The purpose of the CGM is to know what your blood glucose is all the time. And that's a proxy for what's happening with your insulin. When you're eating a standard American diet, your glucose is constantly elevated. And when your glucose goes up, when you eat something with bread, you eat a bowl of cereal, eat anything carbohydrate loaded, your blood sugar will rise, and dramatically. And you wouldn't know that because you don't feel it.
Right.
But when you have this and you have this immediate feedback, it's like, wow, I can't believe that a piece of bread raised my blood sugar to 180 to 200 to 250, with something simple like that. And then imagine that that's happening all day long. And that's what's happening with most people, and that's why they're sick. Knowing what your blood sugar is a proxy for knowing what's happening with your insulin. And so now you can put one of these on and you can see, what does this meal do to my blood sugar? And if it shoots you up, then I shouldn't have that.
Right.
This is the simplest one here. This is over the counter. This is designed for people who are wanting to just take charge of their health.
Right.
And it is the best tool in the bag, bar none, is a CGM. If you're just somebody health conscious and you're trying to make an improvement in your health, spend some time with one of these. It'll just blow your mind what happens to your blood sugar with the standard American diet. And you get it. You can optimize what you're supposed to eat by seeing the trends.
Yeah, I wear one. I initially, when you told me about it, I just wanted it to see what happened with my workouts, to see where my blood sugar was with my workouts. And then I thought that was so cool. I ate low carb, keto, everything. And then keto, I had something keto spike me up to 250.
Was it branded as keto?
Yes, yes, it was branded as keto. You have to be careful. So I'm learning all sorts of things about what I put in my body.
If you go watch Ken Berry's videos, he's the guy that, Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube, he's fantastic, and that guy saved my life. And I watch all his videos. I can't recommend that enough. But he describes a proper human diet, and in the spectrum, there is low carb, and then there's keto, and then there's ketovore, and then there's carnivore. And it's just turning down the carbohydrates as you go along that spectrum.
Right.
Carnivore is the very lowest. That's like zero carbs.
Zero.
Right. So, and that means no fruits, no vegetables, nothing. I mean, it's strictly meat and eggs and butter and that kind of stuff, but no carbs whatsoever. Low carb is still in the proper human diet spectrum, and that's 100 grams of carbs a day or less. So, but anywhere in that spectrum is what's considered a proper human diet. And this was the first one that I used, is Stello from Dexcom. And it's a really handy thing. And the good thing about a Stello is that you can get that over the counter. So you can order it online. You go to stello.com, and for $100 you get 2 sensors, and these sensors pair to your phone. It's a simple, straightforward process, and you put it on your arm, or you can put it anywhere. I've I've got a different sensor on now, but I've got one on my abdomen just because it's easier for me to fix it there versus on the back of my arm,
Okay.
and to put an over patch on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of had some of the failures, and that's where I've modified it to where I can put a good reliable over patch on to put it here instead of on the back of my arm.
Okay.
People are concerned about, I've had questions, it's like, so you got a needle sticking in your skin the whole time? No. What gets stuck in your skin is a little filament. It's just a little piece of, it's like, piece of plastic or something. It's not a needle that, because
Right.
people are worried, all right, I'm gonna put this on my arm, I'm gonna sleep, it's gonna stab me repeatedly. No, there's some type of a needle when you put it in, but you don't even feel it. I mean,
Right.
it was a painless thing. It was honestly, it's hard to inject yourself with anything, the first time.
Yeah.
It was just, it sounds good, but I had to kind of hold it and, wince. And then I was like, what? That was nothing. So now I don't think about it.
All right, let's show them how it's done.
All right.
Okay, we'll see you next time.